Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you all about connecting with your higher masculine. And I want to share some ways on how you can heal your relationship when it comes to masculine energy. First, if you have not had a healthy relationship with your father, you're more than likely are not going to have a healthy relationship with masculine energies, period. Not only the masculines that are around you, but the masculine energy that is within you. So it is very important for the feminine to have a healthy relationship with masculine energy. So let's talk about what an unhealthy relationship with masculine energy looks like. This looks like not being able to trust and relax in your body. This looks like assuming that all masculines are not safe, assuming that masculines will betray you, assuming that the masculine will cheat on you, the masculine will play games with you, the masculine don't know how to commit. That's another one that a lot of people, the assumption of the masculine energy is that they are cheaters, they are liars, they are this, they are that. And when I see this going on in our collective community on social media, my heart goes out to the feminine because I'm like, man, you just don't understand that it's not the masculines that has the problem. It's you who are holding all of these masculine wounds. And the universe can only give you what you are being, which means the energies that you are activated in, that is the only thing you are worthy of receiving, is those wounds from when you were a little girl. Your dad may told lies. Your dad may have been in and out. You may not even know your dad. You may have never had a good example of healthy masculine energy. This leads to the feminine being distorted. If your inner masculine is not healed, then you will seek that healed masculine energy outside of you, meaning you will seek validation, approval, you will seek safety and stability, you will seek protection. You will not feel safe within yourself. You will not feel like you have the ability to accomplish your goals. Your confidence will be just obsolete. You will need other people to give you direction. You will have no inner trust whatsoever. And also, you will have a terrible critic in your mind criticizing everything that you do. It will literally feel like there's a war within your inner being, where your inner feminine and your inner masculine are in competition with one another or tearing each other down. It's just no harmony and no peace within your being. And you have codependent issues to where you are looking outside, dependent on outside sources to regulate your nervous system, just ungrounded. It is so important for you to heal your inner masculine. And by you healing your inner masculine, you will then be able to experience healed, healthy masculine energy outside of you. I know this firsthand because I have lived on both sides of the coin. I've lived in that position to where I felt like I had no confidence, no self-certainty. That's another big one. You always need somebody to reassure you. You have no clarity. You're looking outside. You have issues with following your intuition. Instead of when your intuition says something to you, the masculine is not trusting that intuition. It'll try and trump it with logic. It's very important to get that relationship with your inner masculine completely healthy. This will bring you wholeness. This will bring you inner peace. This will bring you abundance. You will activate in your abundance grids. You're not going to be able to ground that abundance if your masculine energy within you is distorted, because you'll be operating out of a lot of fear and a lot of programming instead of going off of your inner knowing. Let's get into how we heal the masculine energy. I want you to get a notebook and a pen and just write down what the relationship was with your father, whether if it was in and out, hot and cold. Maybe your father didn't have the means to take care of you, so it imprinted the illusion of lack. You have to dig into the relationship, because that is your first representation of masculine energy, is your father. And if you did not have a healthy father, then you will likely experience low self-worth, which I'm going to do a powerful entail video concerning self-worth. Because if your self-worth is off or obsolete, you will experience that level of self-worth in all areas of your life. But back to journaling. I want you to write down in your journal all the things, the relationship that you had with your father, and be completely honest about it. So after you have written your relationship down, I want you to read over it and see the energies that are active. For an example, if your father wasn't there, abandonment is going to be active. If your father didn't have the resources to take care of you, lack is going to be active. If your father told you that he was going to pick you up this weekend and didn't show up, dishonesty will be the active energy, and so on and so forth. By you evaluating this relationship, you're able to see all of the energies that you are currently activated in when it comes to masculine energy. After you have listed those energies that have become active within you, you'll then be able to reflect and see all the areas in your life that you are experiencing these particular energies. This is called shadow work. After you have identified these energies, you will give yourself an understanding of why that is there. You will then begin to forgive your father. And you're going to be able to do that by remembering that your father could only give you what he himself was able to give. So if your father was holding those same energy from his father or from life experiences in his life, that is the only energy that he had to offer you. So it's not anything personal. It's just that's all he had to offer. A person can only give you the level of consciousness that they are in. So if your father has no idea how to love and accept and show up for himself, there is no way possible that he will be able to give that to you. So that is your way of healing the wounds that have been inflicted on you from your father. Once you've healed in that area, you'll feel it in your being. You're going to know it because you will not have any emotional reaction to the wounds that were inflicted. When you think about it, it won't make you sad or it won't get you upset. That's how you know you have fully forgiven your father. Because remember, your father is a divine being. What we are forgiving is the programming, and we are forgiving the energies that we experienced when it came to our fathers. After you have gotten to that good old beautiful sweet spot to where you don't have any animosity whatsoever between you and your father, that is when you are ready to connect to your higher father, your higher masculine, God, source within you. You are now ready to fully connect and embrace source, God, or whatever name, the universe, whatever name that you connect to your higher masculine as. Because you know that the energies that you experienced were only programming from your father. That was not his divinity expressing at that moment. That was his ego. And that's all he had to give at that moment. So now that you've healed and released those energies, you are a receiving container to be able to receive God, to receive your higher masculine. And you're able to trust, you're able to love and feel protected and safe and provided for and resourceful. And you're able to see the value within yourself and everybody else. Connecting to your higher masculine is the most beautiful gift. This is when you're able to truly heal your nervous system, because when you become reactive to your 3D, your reality, instead of acting it out, you're going to go within to your father, to your higher masculine, and gain clarity as to what is going on. He will provide safety. He will provide clarity. He will provide you with what you need to get through what you're going through. When you feel scared, when you feel insecure, whatever you are feeling, you bring that to your Father and you will be able to relax. Now, a very important part of this is meditating. You have to get to a place to where you are meditating every day, because what meditation does, it calms, it slows the programming down, and it brings the volume down so that you can create a sacred space to be able to connect. Because when your ego and your mind is so loud and so busy, it's hard to connect. And in order to connect to the divine, you have to release all of that energy that's blocking you from allowing that love to flow through your being. And meditation will definitely be a powerful tool to be able to connect and release those programs. Because until you can calm it down and quiet it down, it will run your life. You will live on autopilot. And you will continue to experience the same results, the same thing when it comes to masculine energy. And masculine energy is not just men. Masculine energy is money. Masculine energy is jobs. Masculine energy is the provider, the support, the safety. And you need those energies activated within you so that you can show up in your full potential. So go through those energies. And then go through all masculines and ask God, ask the universe to reveal to you examples of healed masculine energy, because you're going to have to cultivate these energies within yourself. Healed masculine energy is discipline. Healed masculine energy is consistent, devoted, it's grounded, it's still, it's like a mountain. It's the container that holds that beautiful feminine energy. When your masculine energy is awakened within you, you feel unshakable. You're no longer controlled by your environment. You're no longer controlled by your programming, because you have that awareness, and your inner masculine holds space for your inner feminine to do what she needs to do, which is nurture and change that programming of your subconscious mind. So when the programming comes up, your masculine isn't criticizing you or being hard on you. Your masculine has compassion for you and says, you know what? It's okay. I'm so glad that we caught it. Now, what are we going to do about it? How are we going to move forward when it comes to this particular energy? And that's what the inner masculine does. It is present with what actually is going on. And it's truth. It's honest about what is the real deal, what is real. Your inner masculine is connected to truth. It doesn't care about trying to get approval. It doesn't care. It is assertive, and its way of approval is alignment. That is how the inner masculine feels approved of or enriched, or whatever word you want to come up with. That is how that masculine feeds, is off of respect, truth, honesty, being present in what really is. Go within, correct the distortion. Get to a place to where you have a very healthy relationship with your inner masculine energy, because they can only show up what energy you are projecting. And when it comes up in your 3D, when a masculine is disrespectful or lies to you or don't show up for you, instead of pointing the finger and becoming a victim, become a victor of the relating experience. Use those experiences to show you where your inner masculine is in distortion. So you would say, well, where am I disrespecting myself in my life? Where am I not being honest with myself in my life? Where am I betraying myself in my life? Where am I abandoning myself within my life? And once you pinpoint these areas, you come up with a strategy. You come up with what you're going to do to correct this so that you won't keep experiencing this same energy. Come up with a plan. You want to transmute that energy. And it's very important to stop being reactive to your 3D, because it's only feedback to what energies you are activated in. So you stop being a victim and you become a creator, what you were destined to show up in this world to be. Because we are created in the image of God. God is within us. So once we pull back all of that programming, we're able to fully step into the highest version of our human expression. Make the commitment to step into a different version that does not experience that. So once you have healed those wounds, you have to show up completely different. You have to show up as the version of you who doesn't get lied to, as the version of you who's always chosen by the masculine energy, who is treated like a queen by the masculine energy, who feels protected and provided for by the masculine energy. You have to show up embodied as that woman. That is very important. Your father will now be God, source, the universe. That is your father. And start to tap into embodying how that feels to know and embrace that God is my father. That means I am loved unconditionally. That means I am worthy on all levels. That means that I am resourceful. I am connected to all resources. That means I am of the highest value. And you also want to activate into you becoming God's wife. You become the beloved of God. So after you have activated in healing that father energy, and you feel the healthy version of the father through source, God, the universe, you then want to activate in being the wife of God. So your energy is activated in being a wife at all times, and really feel into being the wife of God. Just feel that in your body. Do you think God being your husband would ever want you to be working like a slave, or being disrespected, or not having the finest things that life has to offer, or being in any kind of lack whatsoever? You activate in being the beloved, the wife of God. So again, your embodiment is wife energy. So you're not looking for a husband. You're not trying to become a wife. You are completely embodied in that energy. The only way that you're going to be able to do that is by connecting to your higher masculine, integrating the father figure of the masculine and the lover of the masculine. And I'm telling you, masculine energy will show up treating you like a goddess that you are. Just giving you gifts, flowering you with gifts, compliments, just giving you. Now, at first, when I shifted in this energy, I was a little taken away about how masculine shows up for me now. Oh my God, everywhere. It doesn't matter the race. God connects with me in whatever way God wants to love me or give to me through that vessel. It is a beautiful experience. Anything that I want to know, anything that I need, I go to my husband, I go to my father. Whatever I need, I'm going to my higher masculine, and I will not let anybody come between that relationship. And the funny thing is, when you embody this energy, you're so whole and so fulfilled. You could care less if you get in a relationship or not. You could care less if you're with a man or not, because you're so, source is pouring love all around you, all within you, in every way. It's amazing. If you need help with embodying this energy and sorting through your inner masculine wounds and learning how to have a better connection with your inner divine masculine, I offer one-on-one intuitive sessions that will transform your life. And also, I help to align you with your highest timeline. It could be in business, love, friendship, family. I have alchemized so many different energies. If you need help with alchemizing these energies and finding that peace within, because there's another thing too, I wanted to mention, it came back to me, is when your masculine energy is distorted, you will have walls and shields up everywhere because you don't trust life. You don't trust the world. You're still holding on to those wounds. And when you are shielding yourself, Nothing can get in. That means the bad and the good. Nothing is able to get in. We as feminines have to have an open heart, an open spirit. And you can't do that if you don't feel safe. If your masculine energy has this shield up, ready to go to war with everybody. It's like you against the world. It's a very toxic relationship within the inner self. Again, you do not have to do this alone. I have the tools. My information is in the description box below. That is all that I have for you beautiful beings out there. I love you. It's time for us to embrace our divine masculine energy and allow it to rise. I know this video has been all over the place, but as I'm talking, more and more is coming through. And I wanted to add that when your masculine energy is healed, you have absolutely no problems whatsoever with creating boundaries and implementing boundaries. It's a big thing. I love you. Until next time, peace.